Morning, guys. We are going to present the analysis of potential sector in Bandung City. And our group member consists of Rifki, Gibran, and me, Wong. This is a table content in our presentation. The first one is preface. The second is literature review. Then the coming is methodology, result and discussion, and the last is policy recommendation. Preface. GRDP of Bandung City. From 2017 until 2018, Bandung has experienced an increase around 24.4 billion. The formulation of the problem. The first one, what sector has a role increased economic growth in sub-regional or regional? The second, what sector that become the basic sector? What sector are the dominant growth and growth potential? Next, what sector are potential based on the criteria growth? And the last one is what is the pattern and structure of growth each economic sector for estimate the outlook for economic growth region in the future. And our purpose is, first one, analyzing sectors that have a role to increase economic growth regionally and nationally. Second, analyzing the sector which become the basic sector. Third, analyze growth pattern and structural each economic sector for estimate the outlook for economic growth region in the future. Next, analyzing the dominant sector growth and growth potential. And the last one is analyze potential sector based on growth criteria.
Why do we choose Bandung as our objective to be researched and analyzed? First sight of Bandung, we may think that the biggest sector of Bandung that might be Bandung lean on is on sector tourism. As we can see, a lot of people when in weekend or in holiday are going to spend time there. Now in this research, analyze, we're gonna find the truth. What is the main sector that Bandung gonna lean on? Using the data collected and using location quotient, shift share, and growth ratio model, we will find out later in this research.
The literature review. Economic growth, the process of the increase in per capita output in the long run. Gross regional domestic product, all goods and services generated from economic activities in a region in a period certain and generally within 1 year. Basic economic theory, sector that can encourage regional economic growth and all activities and service from outside. Location quotient, non-direct method from the base economic that comparing the share of employment or the value added of a particular sector in the desired area by proportion employment or value added in the same sector nationally. Shift share, determine development performance sector by comparing regional growth rates, indicate a deviation from this comparison, and find the shift the development result of an area or regional with national. Typology question for growth pattern and structure of each economic sector to forecast prospect regional economic growth in the future come. Growth ratio model, comparison of growth based on the GRDP criteria of a sectoral activity both in a broader scope and in a narrower scope. Leading sector of a mainstay for a region in its economic development.
The reason why we use those theories because those theories are related to the analytical tools that we're going to use in methodology. So the tools will be used to analyze the data.
The methodology. This research is a descriptive study with a quantitative approach and using secondary data. This study used GRTP, ADHK data of Bandung City and West Java during 2017 and 2018. The location question. This is the location question and shift share. And this is a typologic question and growth ratio model.
The economic sector that Bandung City will relies on their economic activity based on our research. For the location quotient is the finance and insurance activities. For the shift share is the wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor. And for the growth ratio model is the education.
The fourth is the result and discussion. Next. The LQ analysis. According to the LQ analysis, the basic sectors are constructions, wholesale and retail trade, transportation and storage, accommodation and food service activities, information, communication, financial insurance activities, real estate activities, business activities, public administration and defense, education, human health, and social activities and other service activities. Ahmad Rizani in 2019 in his paper which is about analysis sektor potensi unggulan guna perencanaan pembangunan ekonomi Kota Bandung during 2010 until 2017 stated that all sectors from 2010 until 2017 are basic sector except agriculture, forestry and fishing, mining, quarrying, manufacturing, electricity, municipality and gas. It means that those exception sectors are still non-basic sector from 2010 until 2018. Next. The shift share analysis. According to the shift share analysis, sector that has an increasing role economic growth sub-regionally all sectors the economy. This is according to the differential result shift that all sectors are valued positive, meaning that all sector has a positive role in order to increase economic growth Bandung City. However, there are competitive sectors at the regional level or according to the results competitiveness, which is agricultural, forestry and fishing, manufacturing, water supply, sewerage, waste management, and remediation activities, construction, accommodation and food service activities, real estate activities, business activities, education. Output that has been produced from proportional shift in Bandung City economics is construction, transportation, storage, accommodation and food service activities, information communication, financial and insurance activities, real estate activities, business activities, education, human health, and social work activities, other services activities. The effect of regional economic growth towards sub-regional Bandung City economic growth is wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles. Next slide. Growth ratio model analysis. A. The sector of construction, accommodation and food service, financial and insurance activities, business activities, education, human health and social work activities, and other services activities have prominent growth in Bandung City and West Java. B. The sector of agriculture, manufacturing, water supply, real estate activities have prominent growth in West Java. C. The sector of transportation and storage has a prominent growth in Bandung City. D. The sector of mining and quarrying, electricity, municipality and gas, wholesale and retail trade, information and communication, public administration and defense have low growth in Bandung City and West Java. Next. Third, the typology classen. According to the analysis, shows that quadrant 1 as an area for prime sectors because LQ is greater than 1 and SS is positive. Which sectors including the prime category is shown on the right table. Quadrant 2 as a potential area because LQ1 and SS is negative. The sector that included in this quadrant is shown on the right table. And the quadrant 3 it is when the shift share is negative and LQ is positive, and the list is shown on the table. The quadrant 4 is underdeveloped, which is have LQ is lower than 1 and SS is minus, and the list is shown on the right table. 5. The policy recommendation. Next. According to the result mapping using Glasson typology, then can be adjusted to the planning activities in Bandung City for development the regional economy in the future. Selection development strategy can be divided into short-term, medium-term, and long-term. The short-term is 1.5 years is for cluster development strategies that fall into the category prime, medium-term, around 5 until 10 years for sector by developing category in order to become potential sectors and potential sectors in order to become prime sectors. Long term, around 10 until 25 years for sectors with underdeveloped categories in order to obtain grades into a developing sector. This strategy done continuously so that it is hoped that all sectors will become sectors with the prime category in the future come. Application of regional development policies taken by local governments and institutions governance in the local environment must be more prioritizing the interests of society in achieve equitable distribution of development results to better direction in the future. Next. Thank you very much for listening and watching our presentation.